Greetings and namaskar to each one who came here to watch this video.
Topic of today's video is operators. Well, in this video, we are going to cover the definition of the operators, types of the operators, products of the operators, linear operators, and few points to ponder. So let's start today's video. As the name suggests, operator means something that operates something. Let's first talk something very basic that we know about operators. We are very familiar with these all signs like multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, differentiation, integration, etc. For instance, if we multiply 2 by 2, we get 4. 2 plus 2, we get 4. 2 minus 2, we get 0. 2 divided by 2, we get 1. If we do differentiation, then d sin x upon dx, we get cos x. If we integrate, like integration k dx is equals to kx plus c. So there is something similar among these things. What it is? We are operating some values and as a result we are getting new values. Alright? So all these signs are operators. Now the quantities like position, momentum, energy, etc. So all these are observable physical quantities. So the term that is observable is used in classical mechanics. But in quantum mechanics, we use the term operators. All the possible measurement we can make on a particle is described by the operators. So now coming to the main definition of operators. So an operator, it is denoted by A cap, is a mathematical rule that when applied to a cat transfers it into another cat of the same space, and when it acts on a bra transforms it into another bra. So what it is saying? An operator is a mathematical rule. So if we apply this operator A cap on the cat psi, then it will transfer it into another cat, that is cat psi dash. So mathematically we will write it as A operator, that is A cap cat psi gives cat psi dash. Or if we talk about bra, then bra phi A cap gives bra phi dash. So we are operating on the cat and we are getting another cat, and in bra we are operating by an operator A on the bra and we are getting another bra, that is bra phi dash. So similarly, if we apply an operator on the wave function, that will produce another wave function and we will write it as that is A cap psi r gives psi dash r vector, and phi r vector A cap gives phi dash r vector. This is similar and we are applying it on the wave function. So now coming to the types of operators. Though there are many operator types, but here we will go through few of them. So the first one is unity operator. As the name suggests, unity, we know that it is 1. So here I cap is the unity operator. So I cap cat psi gives cat psi. It means it is leaving the cat unchanged. We are getting the same value after operating it with the unity operator, that is I cap. Now the gradient operator, that is delta psi r gives del psi r upon del x I vector plus del psi r upon del y j vector plus del psi r upon del z k vector. So this was gradient operator. We had gone through all these under the quantum mechanics of the UG classes. You must be aware of this. Now the linear momentum operator, we represent linear momentum with capital P. So P vector psi r gives minus iota h cross delta psi r. So here psi r is same and here is the value of the P. Then Laplacian operator. So delta square psi r gives del square psi r upon del x square plus del square psi r upon del y square plus del square psi r upon del z square. So this was Laplacian operator. Now coming to the parity operator, we are familiar with it also, that it changes the function to the negative sign, that is p cap psi r gives psi minus r factor. So these were few of the operators. Now moving to the products of the operators. The product of the two operator is generally not commutative. Means AB is not equals to BA, right? Means if we do the product of the two operators, that is A operator and B operator, so it is not commutative, means AB is not equals to BA. But it is associative, means ABC is equals to A bracket BC equals to AB in bracket C. So here, if there are three vectors, then no matters whether we do the product of BC first then with A or AB first then with C. It would be equal. It follows the law of associativity. Now moving further to the third property, when the product of two operators, that is A and B, on a ket, the operator B will act first on the ket vector, then when we will get a new vector, then A will act on the new vector. Mathematically, AB ket psi gives A bracket B ket psi. Means if we are operating two vectors on a ket, okay, so firstly B will operate with ket, this will be the new ket, then A will act on this new ket. So this is a property under the product of operators. Similarly, if we take the four operators A, B, C, D and we will operate it along the ket psi, a ket vector, then here in this case D will act first on the psi, then we will get new ket, then C will apply on the new ket, then B and then A. Similarly like this. Now the next one, when an operator A is sandwiched between the bra and a ket, it gives a complex number. So here we are operating an operator A cap between bra phi and ket psi, and if we operate it, we will get a complex number. And remember, this complex number can be purely real or can be purely imaginary. So now remember, if we are evaluating it, so no matter whether you operate these two first then on this or these two first then on this, it would be equal. Now moving to the linear operators. So an operator A cap is said to be linear if it obeys the distributive law, and like all operators, it commutes with the constants. That is, an operator A cap is linear if for any vectors ket psi 1 and ket psi 2 and any complex number A1 and A2, we have A cap A1 ket psi 1 plus A2 ket psi 2 is equals to A1 A cap ket psi 1 plus A2 A cap ket psi 2, and bra psi 1 A1 plus bra psi 2 A2 operates with A cap gives A1 bra psi 1 A cap plus A2 bra psi 2 A cap. What does linear operator say? An operator is said to be linear if it follows the distributive law. So these are the two vectors psi 1 and psi 2 and complex numbers A1 and A2 here. Okay, and an operator A cap is operating on them. So it is nothing, just a simple distribution that we are multiplying A cap firstly by this term then this term. So we are getting A1 A cap ket psi 1, then here also A2 A cap ket psi 2. Similarly with the bra form, it is operating on them and we are getting the term like this. So there must be a question rising in your mind that why in case of kets we are applying the operators in the front, but in case of bra vector we are applying the operator at the back side. Why it is so? So I will answer this question in just few minutes. So now we have reached to the last topic, that is points to ponder. What does ponder means? To think about something carefully. So these 3 points are the remarks for you. So now the first one is, the expectation or the mean value. We represent expectation or the mean value by a cap in the angle brackets of an operator. A cap with respect to the state cat psi is defined by in angle a cap gives bra psi a cap cat psi divided by bracket psi and psi. So this is nothing but just a simple mathematical formula of the expectation or the mean value. If you ask to calculate the expectation or the mean value, you will use this formula. Number second, the quantity, that is cat phi and bra psi, is a linear operator in direct notation. To see this, when cat phi and bra psi is applied to a cat, that is cat psi dash, it will give another cat, that is cat psi dash and cat phi, where this term is a complex number. Now the third point, products of the type cat psi a cap and a cap bra psi are forbidden. So here in this point the answer comes. They are neither operators nor cats or bras. They have no mathematical or physical meanings. You can see here that in case of cat, we are operating a operator where the bar stands, and in case of bra, we are operating a operator where the vertical bars stand. But here you can see this is forbidden where the operators are at the side of the angle. Means when an operator stands on the right side of the cat or on the left side of the bra, then these two quantities are the forbidden. So that's it for today's video. We had discussed about the operators. It is simply what we operate on a function and we get another function. Then the types of operators like unity, gradient, linear momentum, Laplacian, parity. Then the products of operators. We saw few of the properties under this topic. Then linear operators. The operator is said to be linear if it follows the distributive law, which is given by this equation. Then few points which consist of the expectation values and this form which is a linear operator and gives a complex number. Then we saw the forbidden quantities. So that's it. Hope you found this video productive. Thanks for giving your time here. Take care.